shiny little Beamer with the rack top down, sitting in the drive, but she wouldn't get out. The dogs were all barking and wagging around, and I just laughed and said, you all get in. She had on a new dress and she curled her hair. She was looking too good not to go somewhere. Said, what you wanna do, baby, I don't care. We can go to the show, we can stay right here, and I can take you for a ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow or make it go faster, down through the woods and out to the pasture. Long as I'm with you, it really don't matter. Climb up in my lap and drive if you want to. Girl, you know you got me to hold on to. We can go to town, but baby, if you'd rather, I'll take you for a ride on my big green tractor. Said we can fire it up and I can show you around. Sit up on the hill and watch the sun go down. When the fireflies are dancing and the moon comes out, we can turn on the lights and head back to the house. Or we can take another ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow or make it go faster, down through the woods and out to the pasture. Long as I'm with you, it really don't matter. Climb up in my lap and drive if you want to. Girl, you know you got me to hold on to. We can go to town, but baby, if you'd rather, I'll take you for a ride on my big green tractor. Just let me dust off the seat. I'll put your pretty little arms around me. Yeah, yeah. You got me to hold on to. We can go to town, but baby, if you'd rather, I'll take you for a ride on my big green tractor. Oh yeah, yeah. We can go to town, or we can go another round. Taped them up and made sure everything's touched up real nice. I took probably 5 hours altogether redoing this panel board. Don't know if you can really tell, I outlined absolutely everything, and I guess I can't zoom. I specifically cut out each and every Johndeere letter, and it turned out amazing. Taped the the signs, telling you how much battery draw you're taking out. Redid. I think I redid this handle. I can't really tell right now, it's a little dark. It looks shiny though. It has a suicide knob, so easy turning. It pretty much turns the tractor into a zero turn. You could turn the thing around with ease. I really liked this part about them. It's that it's really easy to deal with. You don't have to open the thing up and eyeball it. It'll tell you how much gas you have in. I redid the dipstick tube. It didn't turn out the greatest, but it's part of an engine, so not that big of a deal. I saved these stickers the best I could, which really wasn't a whole lot. I might do some touch-up with Sharpie there, but that would take a lot of work. And, resprayed everything. Yeah, looks pretty good. I couldn't find a new box
think that may be the CDI. I'm not quite sure, I haven't really looked at it, but it's really hard to find old John Deere parts like this. And I have a battery. The terminals are the wrong way around, not hooked up. They're hooked up right, it'll turn over. But the battery that originally came with it, the positive would be on that side and the negative would be on this side. But I have them a little bit stretched up so that will fit. Battery box, it's not insulated, but it's alright because I can wrap electrical tape around those. One problem about this was I ran out of paint, and I figured it's going to be undercover anyway, so it's not going to be as big of a deal as, you know, right here where it's going to be showing. We took the tub, which is this piece that comes off with 4 bolts like this. There's one on this side, one on the opposite side, and then 2 at back. And you can lift that and the seat up in one piece. It'll come with this. It'll come up with that too. And that about wraps up the video. Parking brake. All the handles I put epoxy, black epoxy spray on, and they work really, really well. Couldn't really clean that up a whole lot. Might need to maybe sand that 100 grit, maybe more. But the seat was faded, but I didn't want to pay, you know, like $200 for an original seat, so I just left it the way it is. And the hood, I need to put some of this in a crack that it has, but I resprayed the hood. It's nice and glossy, but you can probably see right there it has some damage, so I'm gonna put this, it should dry clear. I'm not gonna untape it just in case it doesn't. I don't want to have to respray it, but it's better to not have to retape it if I do. And so I'm just going to try and fill some of these holes up, smooth it out, let it dry up, and hopefully that'll put a more smooth finish on it. But it looks really good. The paint I used for this project is from Tractor Supply. It's $14 each can. You don't need to show ID for it because, you know, people are going to huff the stuff or whatever. But, you know, Rust-Oleum, farm implement. I got Johndeere green and Johndeere yellow. Comes in a ton of different colors. I also have one of these spray painters from Walmart. It was only $20, so I picked it up and it works really well. Make sure you clean everything off. It's okay if there's still some color on it. You're not really going to get it all off, but just make sure all the hoses and stuff are clean. I may upload another video on how to clean that out. But you can actually soak the bottom of the bowl with this paint thinner. It might get a little bit clogged up with some paint at the end, so clean that up. Don't know why I have lighters here. That's probably not the greatest place to have them, right next to everything that could blow this place up. Next part is just painting the front rims and putting the new tires on them, because this is a needle bearing rim, and this one is you know, the kind of BBs, that kind of bearing. Don't really know the technical term for it. Also, this is the shroud for kicking stuff. Garage is a mess. That's all my fault though. Yeah, it's the shroud for right there. I took WD-40 and polished that all up. That's just rubber. And that cleaned it up really good because it was like really dark gray, kind of dirt colored. And I just sprayed this Johndeere green with some extra spray that I had in the tank. This will be up on Craigslist pretty soon. I'm hoping to finish it up today. So, thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm back. While I was not filming, I did a couple of things. I touched up on the front arm and the steering. Just a little bit of paint. I just used a brush because I didn't want to risk overspray on all the stuff I already did and make it look bad. Need to cut that off with a knife and go over that with a lighter brush if I want to be really, really detailed. This is all going to be hidden by the tire, but I figured I might as well make it pretty good looking. I did the fuel line and the spark plug cable, and the choke cable, all Johndeere green. Just had a bunch of extra paint. It was starting to clump together, so I figured might as well use it down there where I wasn't able to hit while I was actually doing the tub. I just decided to brush that, and it's starting to turn out pretty good. And here's what I just did now. I got it drying off. It's the Johndeere sign on the back of the seat. And so I just made, basically what I did is lay down some masking tape on the broken front, kind of the grill guard, and traced it out with a knife and pulled the parts off that I needed. So just kind of outlines that. You can kind of see how it got cut out. But you can do this at home. It might take 20 minutes at most. And if you're trying to make this, showroom quality, you might want to use actual, the actual decals and everything. You see, I got a little bit of overspray right there. I'm gonna have to let this dry, and the smaller stuff will still be stable enough that I could clean it up with, here it is, the lacquer thinner. Just put that on a rag and wipe it up. And I just finished the hood. The hood is also Johndeere green. Remember, there's a big old crack there. It's still slightly visible, but I put JB Weld and all kinds of different compound in there to make it a little bit better. I left the original Johndeere symbol on there and masked over that, and I redid the entire hood with a gloss spray. And I believe the last video I already showed you that I bought this from Tractor Supply for like 15 bucks. And if you have a local True Value or Ace, I don't think they make you show ID for paint. At least at my local one they don't. And I also have the Johndeere yellow. And it's even better when you can get these at sales. I think this is a quart jar that I have, and I only ever really fill it halfway up and pretty much use most of it. And here's a better idea for the lacquer thinner. This one right here costs about $9. This one costs 6 or 7, and it's a lot bigger. So I just decided I'm going to use that instead. And basically, I'll just go over what I did. Sorry, I'm using the phone, it's not real stable. What you want to do, turn this up. You just focus so that you can see it. Anyway, turn it up to 20, and then you hit the 2 mark with it. That's almost 30 psi. Don't go over 50 with these, or else it will blow the canister. And for 20 bucks, it's still not something you'd want to do. So another project after this is the the Powell chainsaw. I gotta finish putting these tires together on it. I just got spray paint out of the discount aisle at the Liquid True Value, and it seems to work pretty good. I think this is only $4 or $5.